if you would, state your name for the record.
Yes,
Who you're with
it's
you.
Dr. Cliff Porter in support of 1232. I'm the senior fellow at healthcare at the Texas Public Policy Foundation, for whom I represent. For the most part, support the bill. There's a couple things in my stories will explain some areas which could use improvement, but the surprise facility fees are billed to patients quite often be quite unscrupulous, and it exploits unaware and vulnerable patients. So the rationalization that they have the higher overhead for higher acuity patients, urgent care, ER, and so forth, and specialty care. However, a lot of these facility fees are being charged for simple routine things, like for telehealth, for example, it was minimal at best. And then quite often patients will actually get, and I've had patients have this, they get surprised after the fact with a bill that they did not expect. So one of my patients at an outpatient Baylor Scott & White, 20 miles from a Baylor Scott & White facility, had her annual wellness check using Army TRICARE. She was a military spouse and was charged a $300 facility fee because this was considered primary care at a hospital, even though it was a simple outpatient clinic. I told the patient, no, don't pay it. This is outside of TRICARE costs. But she was afraid her credit would be destroyed, so she paid the $300 fee, even though this was not allowed in TRICARE. So since these fees are outside of negotiated rates, quite often when they come in as a surprise, a patient has signed an agreement when they come in, particularly like an urgent care, they sign a treatment agreement form, which is quite often an iPad with several layers of PDF files underneath it. They don't see that there are phrases like facility fee may be added, so they're quite often surprised by it. So when they're surprised after the fact, buried in this legal language, they need this type of protection. So, and then for the record, I accept farm eggs in lieu of facility fees.
Say that last part again.
In lieu of facility fees, I accept farm fresh eggs, and I did last week.